Good afternoon. So we are going to be looking at, I don't know how long the stream is going to be. It might not be that long. We're going to be looking at Threadripper today. Hold on, I don't know if this is, let's see. We're going to be looking at Threadripper today to see how that does. It'll take a few minutes to get started here. We'll let this play out. Six hours is my norm for these sort of streams. I normally have water with me. Actually, I kind of wanted to open... If I do that, I bet it's gonna mess up the camera. Yeah, it's gonna make it overly dark. Oh well. Yeah, that kind of messes with the gain on the camera. If I bring in too much sunlight, but otherwise it's like really dark in here. Let me see here. I do also now have Horizon Forbidden West. Oh, I was looking at the Discord. There was in the, was it the tech support one? Where did I see that? Tech help? Somebody in there was asking about... hold on, let me turn this down a little bit. Somebody was asking about USB 4. Someone was asking about USB 4 motherboards. I think the best one, like RK said in there, you mentioned the Asus ProArt. I think that is a good one. I don't know what was the reason for requiring an add-in card. I would actually avoid the add-in card if possible, so I actually agree with you. I think the ProArt is probably the best way to go, because it's integrated into the, like, basically the Thunderbolt chipset is integrated into the motherboard, so they have to support it. Whereas if somebody goes with the add-in card, they could potentially run into all kinds of compatibility issues. I myself have been dealing with that for pretty much a year at this point, and it's more than a year actually. So I can tell you all about the challenges with Thunderbolt support, especially Thunderbolt 4 on AMD, and how it really depends on the vendor. It depends on the motherboard manufacturer's support of the actual chipset, the Intel chipset that is. So it's yeah, I would recommend the ProArt or any board that actually has it built in. So like the ASRock Tai Chi is another one that would be really good. Either the B650E Tai Chi or the X670E Tai Chi. Both of them have Thunderbolt integrated into the board. And ASRock has probably the best track record of supporting Thunderbolt on AMD. More so than Asus. I would say Asus is probably second. Gigabyte is the most sketchy one at this point, as far as I'm concerned, because they They don't. So Gigabyte has done stupid things recently. Like, for example, if you're on X670E, like an Aorus Master or a Aorus Elite AX, if you upgrade to the latest BIOS, you literally lose the ability to use Thunderbolt. The Thunderbolt Maple Ridge card doesn't work on the latest BIOS, so you have to actually stay on an older BIOS, one from like October of last year, and you can't really go beyond that one until Gigabyte adds back support. So it's kind of a mess on Gigabyte. So I would actually avoid Gigabyte if someone's looking for USB 4 on AM5 as of right now. Otherwise, I would advise them, if possible, to wait until the summer when the new X870 chipset comes out, because those are going to fix all of these weird issues that we've been having to deal with for over a year now. So that's what I would do. So there was someone in that Discord channel. It's some, I can't pronounce the name. Maxiv Pav. Yeah. So I would say either wait until the next chipset revision, because that's platform maturity, because we're dealing with a bunch of teething issues for over a year, and none of those motherboard manufacturers, with the one exception probably being ASRock. I think ASRock has the best track record. But it's not. But even ASRock is not without its flaws. So, and I've tested all three of them. That's the reason why I'm speaking from a level of authority on this topic, because I have dealt with all kinds of Thunderbolt issues for the past year, and I have figured out workarounds to a lot of them, or I have completely resolved a lot of them. Hold on, White Dragons Dogma 2. Why does Dragon Dogma 2 Lentic? I guess that's what the title of the video has for the game. Okay, let me just... Do I need to do all this right now? Let's see. Let's just... Is this the last one? Alright, I'm going to do one more of these, and then we're going to switch to Dragon's Dogma. We need ice. We need thunder and or physical. So we don't need this. We need probably this. And this fire, ice, and fire. Fire. Where's fire? Fire. Again, ice. Wait, really? Surprisingly, we need ice again. Ice. And I guess imaginary. Okay, and then who would be the third one? Imaginary damage? I guess imaginary damage. Wait, this one has... Well, it's too late now. Well, hold on a second. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Why is this one... Wind? Wind? No, that's whatever. Hey, EGM. Yeah, we're going to be looking... We're on Threadripper today, so we're going to be looking at how... What happens when you eliminate any sort of potential thread bottlenecks. I downloaded Horizon Forbidden West Complete Edition as well, so I can also test that game. I'm assuming that game has a built-in benchmark. If that game has a built-in benchmark, I might stop using Horizon Zero Dawn for my GPU videos, because it's an older game, and I expect Forbidden West to be harder to run, so... It took a while to download that game. That game was really large. Hold on, let me see. What was the file size on that? 122.47 gigabytes for Horizon Forbidden West. And then I had to also download Dragon's Dogma 2 for this computer, and that was 60.7 gigabytes. So man, Horizon is a huge game in terms of the file size. Game's almost as big as Final Fantasy VII. I think Final Fantasy VII was like 140 to 150 gigabytes. So games these days are really large in file size, and also the fact that you need to run or install a lot of them on SSDs. I feel like it's pretty safe to say that nobody should be installing games, like at least modern games that are new as of the last 2 or 3 years. No one should be installing these type of games on hard drives. Hard drives are kind of dead. The only thing that should go on hard drives now are like the old games that were never designed to use things like direct storage and that sort of thing. Speaking of direct storage, doesn't Horizon Forbidden West use direct storage? Or some form of it? I thought it did. Anyway, I'm thinking if somebody needs Thunderbolt or USB 4, because there was somebody asking in the tech help. Yeah, I would recommend them either the Asus Pro Art. I think that's probably the best value, or if they want to go even lower cost and they don't need DisplayPort input, then probably the ASRock Tai Chi would be the best one. Oh, I updated my game release schedule for this year because there was PAX, I think, was it PAX East or PAX West? One of them was happening. Let me see. I think PAX, whichever PAX was happening recently, East or West, I don't know. I think PAX East. At PAX, they announced the release date for Final Fantasy XIV Dawn Trail recently, and it was... Hold on, I wrote it down. June 28th is the early access. I think July 2nd is the official launch date for those that don't pre-order the game. So I think Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance is also coming out that month. I think it's like a week before that. So it's kind of a mess in terms of, like, all the games that, every time there are games that I want to play, they always all clump together and launch on the exact same day. I don't know what that is. That's a general theme that has plagued this year since this started. January, we saw like 3 games all come out on the exact same day. And there were 3 games that I wanted to play. They all kind of jam-packed together. They clumped together and all dropped on the same exact day. Then in February, for me, it was okay. I mean, there was Persona at the beginning of the month, and then there was Final Fantasy at the end of the month. But Final Fantasy was literally like the very last day of February. So I consider that more like a March game. But for me, March has been insanely busy with the games because literally yesterday we got 3 new games that all dropped at the same time. Horizon Forbidden West on PC, Dragon's Dogma 2, and Rise of the Ronin on PS5. So that's like 3 games that I wanted to play all at the same time. So this keeps happening where it's like they don't space them out enough. I don't know who decides on these dates. Like there's some kind of marketing case study or something that shows that you need to release your game on a certain day of the month because that's when you're going to maximize the amount of sales. I think there's something like that going on. Otherwise, I can't understand why people are doing it this way, because it's kind of ridiculous. All right. Okay, let's shift gears here. Let me get this out of the way. This game also is about to go through like a 1-year anniversary. Like next month, Star Rail is getting the 1-year anniversary. He does need the DP input as it connects to his docking station. Why would a display input connect to a docking station? For my MacBook, and would like to easily switch everything between work and gaming. What does that have to do with DisplayPort input? DisplayPort input needs a video source into the DP port. Like, it doesn't go out to the docking station. If he's connecting to the docking station, he would connect on USB. He would connect on the Thunderbolt USB-C cable to the docking station, not DisplayPort input. DisplayPort input is from the docking station into the Thunderbolt card. That means that his docking station needs to be outputting some kind of video thing to use USB 4 for... Oh, so he has DisplayPort. He has a video signal. Oh, I see. Oh, I see what he's doing. Okay, yeah. That makes sense. So he's going to run... Okay, so for that, he needs... Wait, why can't he just buy a cable? Why can't he buy a USB-C... Oh, he has... I mean, you do know that... Or I guess he's aware that there is such a thing as USB-C to DisplayPort cable, and I think it's bi-directional. Which means I myself have used that for years, ever since the RX 6900 XT reference card, because that has a USB-C on it. So I've had to use a USB-C from the graphics card on one end of the cable, and then DisplayPort on the other end of the cable plugs into the monitor. So I don't even know if he actually needs the Thunderbolt card to do what he's saying. Because he wants two monitors. But the thing is, you can... Yeah, that's... The thing is, Thunderbolt supports MST, because that's part of DisplayPort spec, and Thunderbolt supports DisplayPort alt mode, therefore it inherits all of those features. So, technically, it can all be done on one cable. It can be done using daisy chain, but maybe the monitors don't have the daisy chain, so maybe that's why you can't do it that way. I don't know the full details. I mean, I don't understand. I feel like he's overcomplicating it. There's probably a better, easier way to do what he's trying to do. That's my impression of this setup. Anyway, let me get out of this game here. And let's fire up Dragon's Dogma 2 on Threadripper. This is also going to be testing on a Radeon graphics card instead of a GeForce graphics card. Oop, this microphone. The microphone I'm using on this computer is different. This is my older microphone. This is an Audio-Technica AT2020. Oh, whoops. It's not showing it. Even though I can hear it. There we go. Alright, let's look at the options here. Graphics, borderless windowed, 4K. It literally doesn't follow the rules on this, so it's like I can set this to whatever I want, and it's going to do 144. So I'm just going to leave it at 120. Progressive scan, ray tracing. Let's turn on ray tracing. So we're going to turn on ray tracing because I was testing it yesterday in the second half of the stream where we're doing ray tracing. So it does add to more VRAM requirements. You guys can see. Oh, you guys can't see because my camera on this computer is clipping the thing. I'm going to have to make this a little bit smaller. There. So you guys can see right above me, right here. This is the VRAM requirement with ray tracing. This is the VRAM requirement without. So 8.34 gigs with or without. 8.52 with. So it doesn't add a whole lot. And this is already at 4K resolution. So this is like the worst case scenario. TAA, screen SSR is on, mesh is max, high anisotropic filtering, the highest texture quality is the 3 gig. Tree, grass, everything's basically on or maxed, and that's it. Okay. Threadripper compiles the shaders very fast, as you can imagine. Like, shader compilation on this computer has never been a problem for me. It just compiles and then it goes. So whereas I think like on the 5800X that I tested yesterday off stream, that one took a long time to compile. I think it was over 5 minutes to compile the shaders. So let's see. I'm looking at the threads go. There we go. It just grinds right through it. Okay, so let me make sure. I forgot to check one thing. What was my... we are not trying to do this at 8K, right? Because last time I messed it up. Okay, yeah, this is 4K. Okay. So this is with ray tracing turned on at 4K native resolution. And I think most of the ray tracing is for ambient occlusion on the RE engine, or at least with this implementation of the game. It feels very console. I don't know how to describe it. It feels very console with ray tracing turned on. Let me go outside.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Oh, I need to figure out... We're going this way, even though I didn't plan on doing that. I need to set a quest. Watch the beggar as he goes about his day and see if you can't find out how he makes his coin. The ornate box.
Shall we seek out the young man from the other day? Pray, allow me to show you the way.
Well, now, isn't this lucky? Someone who knows the way.
I watched a video that IGN put out on the first game. And the first game has a really weird story. It was almost like the Lords of the Fallen, like the first Lords of the Fallen story, in how bizarre it was and how convoluted it was. The first Dragon's Dogma was kind of the same. So it's almost like games of the last decade, like 10 years ago, a little more than 10 years ago. The writing for the stories was so bizarre that now I don't know if there's like a lack of ideas. Where is that storyteller? He isn't even around. He's saying there's a treasure chest. Where? Oh, up there. It's up on this bridge. Hold on, if I step up on the, No, this doesn't get me high enough off the ground. So I somehow have to get up on the roof. Maybe right here? Oh, whoops, I gotta watch out, because you tend to slide on the rooftops. Okay, yeah, the mage kind of is annoying in the way that the levitate works. Just like, there we go. Can we put that away? That was not helping. That levitating thing was actually making it worse. So like maybe the ability to fly is not something that I actually need.
What does this say?
It couldn't hurt to take a peek.
There we go. Ooh, it was a fairy stone. That's
in hand, we can travel
a very good.
please.
We must save it for a time of dire need.
It's a very good item. Now, I guess I can just keep it on me. Constantly having to check to see if there's things to combine. Wait, there's something back here? There's just 550 gold just sitting there in the back, behind the staircase.
Really now? You mustn't shirk your duty, lest you forget 'tis the Arisen we serve here. Say, have you been to Harm? 'Tis a quaint little village down by the sea. Well, if you do visit, you might want to give the old man who lives there a wide berth. I hear he sets out to sea on his boat, day after day, only to be returned to shore by the bride again and again. As if that wasn't queer enough, he's apt to talk your ear off, but I cannot fathom his obsession. I suppose losing his family must have driven him to madness.
So there's some village down by the sea, which I haven't been to. Oh, I was trying to say earlier, so my game, I have updated the game list. So next month, there's only Stellar Blade. In terms of new games, Stellar Blade. There is the Final Fantasy 16, the Rising Tide DLC chapter. That's also coming out. So that's going to be on the 18th. Stellar Blade's on the 26th. That's another PlayStation 5 exclusive, which is the reason why I've been saying I really wish that the PS5 Pro was out now. Wait, what are we trying to do? Oh, no, that's just for the thing. Yeah, I don't know where this NPC went. Oh, it's getting darker. Here we go. What's this examine? Fruit wine? What? These fish will rot over time. So will the meat. Let's just look around a little bit more and then I'll go to sleep. It's already kind of dark though, so maybe there's no reason to do this. Alright, whatever, let's just rest.
Getting proper rest is an important duty in its own.
Upon return from beyond the rift, made good use of my vocation and skills on this journey. Oft I was called upon to guide the party to its destination. 'Twas a strange adventure. All I have much to ponder. Okay.
What I look forward to most in my journeys is swapping tales of our adventures upon my return.
I trust we've all inspected our equipment.
Off we go then.
I hope you...
Can I combine the beast skin with something?
What? Oh.
Alright. Alright, I think what I'm just gonna do is just the what is this, a beggar's tail? What does that blue hand mean? Wait, what? There's like a random treasure chest up here? Oh, maybe that's the one that they were talking about.
Tis a ladder. Shall we see where it...
This is most convenient. Another destination we were bound for is not far from here.
We'll make our way there in time. As to whether 'twill be sooner or later, that is for the Arisen to decide.
This guy's here. Beggar's Tale.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller.
I'd heard tell of a beggar doing well for himself, so I came out here to learn his ways. But it's clear this storytelling's got little to do with his wealth. So where's he get his coin then? Makes a man wonder.
So we need to follow this guy?
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my tale entertain you? Nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate.
So we're supposed to probably just listen to the story. Maybe the story tells how he got all his money.
Listen close, as today I shall speak of riddles and monsters with frightful mystique.
Riddles and monsters with frightful mystique.
North of Vermont is our curious tale staged, where ventured a hero off left off the page. He delved into a temple of baleful feature, only to be confronted by a four-legged creature.
Four-legged creature in a temple.
But when our hero drew his blade, unto him a demand was made. And who the asker? Why, the beast! An uncanny affair, to say the least. Yet there was no
Pay him and then wait at the pub in the slums?
as answer my riddle, did the fearsome thing say. Aye, got some coin to spare your humble storyteller?
Okay.
Much appreciated.
I gave him 100.
Gather round,
And now he's just gonna repeat the story again?
tale by... Aye, got some coin to spare your
Well, I gave him 100.
me. I'll have no
So I gave him 100, and then you said wait at the pub in the slums?
gather round, treat your
the pub in the slums. That's gonna be way over here. Okay.
A master storyteller. And should my tale entertain you? Nay, even if it should.
Hold up. Where's the... I guess we have to figure out how to get out of here. Can't open that door. Ooh. Random treasure chest inside a house.
To the chest.
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded.
Gotta get to the slums. Hold on, this is...
Oh, the sight of yon ox cart has brought all my fatigue to the fore. Shall we climb aboard?
It would allow us to save our strength, assuming we are not attacked, that is.
This is probably not the most optimal way to get to the slums.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
Well met. This here's the sanctuary of tipplers and merrymakers alike. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff.
Hold up, hold up. You can pass the time.
A common reward, frustratingly so.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
Well met. This here's the sanctuary of tippler. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff.
Pass time?
Many thanks.
Somebody found a Wakestone shard. I don't know where they found that. Who pulled that from somewhere? Wait, what? I just got it? What? He gave me that? Pass time until he appears and then follow him? Oh, I see. Okay.
Well met. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Many thanks.
Who's this?
Let me get that.
Oi, keep your distance.
Hungry? I can fill your belly.
You looking to join?
Have you need of me?
My greens are second to none.
Did you talk to the old guy while he was telling the story? If not, you have to. Yeah, I talked to that. I talked to him in the beginning.
Well met. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff.
Wait, hold on. Does he show up at night? Or does he show up during the day? He'll appear at the pub drinking?
What should I do?
Do I need to hear his entire story? Oh, this is the common quarter. Okay.
Say, weren't we tasked with another errand that sent us somewhere near here?
The decision of which task to prioritize is the Arisen's to make.
The ornate box.
Shall we seek out the young man from the other day? Pray, allow me to show you the way.
He knows the way.
Well, now, isn't this lucky? Someone who knows the way.
The person we're here to meet is nowhere to be seen. Shall we come back later?
Okay, so that... I can't do that one. I want to do a beggar's tale.
Seems we're a bit stuck. Might we have overlooked aught of import?
Oh, here's the guy.
Got any arms for a man down on his luck?
So this is where that guy tells the story. So if I want to go back to the... Wait. Is it really the one in the slums? It's not the one... It's not the tavern right here?
What a bizarre village that was. I'm still not sure what to make of it.
They designed the city really well, because I have a hard time figuring out how to get to the slums. Like, I keep getting lost. He's not at that tavern, he's at the one in the slums. Okay, no, I believe you, it's just I don't know how to get to the slums. Like, I keep forgetting how... Okay, that's where I can stay for the inn. Hold on, let's just start it again. I'm just gonna start again. I'm gonna rest till morning.
How I've longed to embrace.
Good morrow, everyone.
Off we go then.
Best way to the slums is from the home you're staying down the stairs next to it. Down the oh, right here. Wait. Hey, isn't that the guy?
Hi, got some coin to spare your humble storyteller?
And he's just running off.
Me. I'll have no trouble, thank you. Gather round, treat your ears.
There's a ladder here.
After you, Arisen.
Should my tale entertain you? Yay, even if it shouldn't.
So I talked to this guy.
I'd heard tell of a beggar doing well for himself, so I came out here to learn his ways. But it's clear this storytelling's got little to do with his wealth. So where's he get his coin then? Makes a man wonder, it does. Could be he's involved in something untoward.
Okay, so I talked to him.
Gather round, treat your ears to a tale by a to spare your humble?
I give him 100 coins again.
It's much appreciated.
Now he's happy. Now we don't talk to him again, because that'll screw it up. Now we talk to him.
I don't tell of a beggar doing
And he repeats his stuff.
then.
Okay, so now we go to the... Wait, hold up. Let me read what this thing says. Watch the beggar as he goes about his day and see if you can't find out how he makes his coin. So I just watch it. Let's just listen to the whole story first. Let's listen to the story.
Should my tale entertain you? Nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale.
Soothe my throat with a mug of ale. So that means that'll imply that he will go to some tavern thing. So that explains how he'll get to the pub. Or in the slums. The north of Vermund is our curious tale stage. Where ventured a hero left off the stage. So he's basically telling you that there's a temple in the north. And there's a four-legged creature. So basically Red 13 is like in a temple somewhere. In the north. Because the beast can talk. So that implies like Red 13 is like a cameo or something. I mean, we've been dealing with Red 13 for like a month. Trying to finish Final Fantasy 7. So it's like, maybe there's a crossover or something.
The trickery was clear. To respond meant certain doom. But in the midst of his answer, he doubtless been consumed. So a mighty attack did our hero dispense to conquer his foe and banish it thence.
Okay.
With a single strike was the towering beast repelled.
Single strike, a towering beast. That's a really big boss.
Strength it beheld. Such is the legacy of Lord Rosamond.
Rosamond.
Needless to say, was the father of
House Berkeley.
lives on to this day.
I ought to turn in for the night. Now they're all talking.
Gather round.
Okay, so now he is repeating himself.
Master storyteller. And should my tale entertain you? Nay, even if it shouldn't.
Okay.
Greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my...
Hold up. Let me see. Now I gotta figure out, how did I get to him? Or no. Okay, he ran... He ran from here? Okay, he ran from here. This is where the house that I'm staying. That's our Airbnb. So now we just need to go this way? See, this doesn't lead to the slums. Does this lead to the slums? Oh, this leads to the slums. Okay, so it twists underground. That's weird. Here we are at the slums.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Have I stumbled into a time quest? Apparently there's some quests you need to finish in a certain time or they will be gone forever. Well, I heard the guy's story. I did all the stuff. I paid the money twice.
Well met. This here's the sanctuary of tipplers and merrymakers. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff.
Pass the time.
Many thanks.
I don't see him.
This looks as good a place as any.
Do be quick. I fear my time is in short supply.
Pass the time again and follow him?
Well met. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Many thanks.
Where is he?
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
All is not. Life's been pretty kind to me. Twill take a better mind than mine to solve this.
Skull.
A few hours sleep.
Oh, maybe I have to pass time again?
Well met. This here's the sanctuary of tipplers and merrymakers alike. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff.
Wait, hold on, hold on. The lady...
I'm a tad busy at the moment.
You don't need a permit to get into Batal.
Batal?
The back of an ox cart, eh?
We gotta go, maybe we gotta go to Batal?
Farming might look like simple work, but tisn't.
What business would you have with a humble farmer?
Oh, well met, sir. Whatever it is, I'll have to hear it another time. Oh, well met,
Well,
sir.
something... Oh, one thing I don't understand is if the hand on the quest log is blue, I don't know what that means. There's like, this one's blue, a beggar's tale has a blue hand, monster culling, ornate box, these all have like a 1 with a like an orange hand. And then this one doesn't even have anything. I don't know what that means. I have no idea what the hand thing means. Okay, completed. This means completed. Updated new? No. Maybe I just need to watch him the whole time. I think I just need to watch him the whole time. And just not advance the time. Does he show up at night here, or does he show up in the midday? I don't see him.
Oh, well met, sir.
Well met. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff.
Pass the time one more time. Maybe this is it.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Okay, we passed the time.
Oh, well met, sir.
We passed the time. It's still like this.
Well met. This here, I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the
Wait,
good stuff.
who is walking by? Oh, that's somebody else. Wait, does the guy have like one of the houses in the slums? Maybe I can just go to his house.
This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
The gracious hand.
The pursuit of betterment is an endless journey. Once I choose myself.
Whoa. Can't open that door.
If our prayers are not
I think it's daylight now.
My bed.
Elixir. I guess he's probably gonna be on his way to tell the stories again. Is this his house? Oh wait. What's this? Of the gracious hand, do say you'll go and see her. She's your best hope. She used to conduct research into sedatives and sleeping medicines for the army or in Batal. So I am certain she will, and it doesn't. Okay. Sounds like something out of like Harry Potter. I don't know what the blue hand means either, but the missions with the hourglass are timed. If you don't do them, you lose them. Well, these don't have an hourglass. These have like an eye on them. Blue hand. Maybe there's.
New discoveries await us above.
Oh wait, that's where. No, that's not where it is. Is it?
Right, door's locked. That should do it.
Okay, this is where. So basically, if I go down the ladder. If I go down the ladder. Oh, if I go down the ladder from where I'm staying, I can get to it. Okay. He's not telling the story?
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
They can be.
Got any tales to liven up my day?
Oh, maybe he's not here yet. See, the reason why this game is so hard to run and everyone's complaining about the performance is because the game has over 1,000 NPCs. Oh, there he is. And the thing is, there's so many timers running on all these NPCs that the CPU is constantly pegged with having to manage all of that. Because that's the reason why the performance in the cities is just so bad. It's the same thing as like with any MMO. Like MMO, anyone who plays MMOs knows this. That when you go in a city with lots of NPCs and lots of player characters, and the pawns are kind of like the player characters. They have their AI behavior and all this other stuff. So, I mean, that's just going to be a CPU thing. It doesn't really matter what the GPU is. It's really the CPU that matters for this game.
Hoi, friend. Having any time for me today? I dare say we're overdue another talk. There's something I've come to understand during my stolen hours exploring these streets, and I wanted to share it. every last resident in this city is wholeheartedly devoted to living out their lives. It seems a simple observation, I know, but to me, 'twas a revelation, for it made me painfully aware of my own position. Can this existence of mine even be called living when I am so doted upon by my mother? I want to live a life I can proudly call my own, and to achieve it with all that my heart desires. I tire of enduring my mother's coddling, and of having to mind every twitch in her face in order to appease her. Looking at this box, it fills me with courage. 'Tis proof that I am not my mother's servant, to be wheeled about as she pleases. 'Tis something I obtained of my own will. Here is the last of the gold I owe you. Pray forgive me for making you wait for it. Now, I'd best be off. I may not be able to wander the city again for some time. There's aught I would do. Thus, I cannot say when next we'll, though I feel sure we shall in time. Perhaps sooner than we might think. Till then, take care, friend.
That was quite a gift. I hope that procuring it was not a burden upon the lad.
I knew it to be so.
Okay, so I completed. So we haven't been able to figure out.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller.
This guy.
And should my tale entertain you? Nay, even if it shouldn't.
All right, I'll have to figure him out later. I don't really want to sit around and wait on him. I'm gonna work on the main story. That thing can. This one can wait. Let's do monster culling, because this is the main story.
Follow me, master.
All right, we're gonna follow Kai. He knows the way. Let's go.
Be most efficient to make for our
I need to test out Sorcerer, because I literally just unlocked Sorcerer and Warrior at the end of the last stream. So now this is the first time playing as Sorcerer.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few.
You're trying to do the same. Oh, the kid one, yeah. I don't know. I feel like there's so many like interdependencies with a lot of these side quests that it is what it is. It is cool seeing the full capability of the RE engine though, because I've always been a big fan of the RE engine. I did not realize how CPU intensive it would get when you had 1,000 NPCs, but it makes me wonder, like, how would...
Tis this way, as I recall, from my last sojourn beyond the rift.
Wait, what is she saying? A forgotten riftstone.
Good thing I'm here, really. I know just where to go.
A forgotten riftstone. Oh.
Onward. Our work is not yet done. On to the nearest location. The soldiers delivering freight were last espied near Vermin's eastern edge. That's not far. I've a modest talent for spotting materials that can be used.
Man, they really do need more voices in this game. There's not enough different voice variety. The pawns all look different, but they all sound kind of the same. This is another mage, which it seems like very common to find these. I wouldn't be surprised if they showed like statistics on how many new gameplay started where the primary pawn was a mage. Because I have a feeling mage was like the highest. Like, the highest starting... Like, when you first start the game, I wouldn't be surprised if mage was, like, the most picked pawn. Because, like, my pawn, it was a mage. Like, that was... Like, a lot of people that I know that play the game, They also made a mage as their primary pawn. And then later on, you can change the pawn's job or vocation, but it's like, you know, like, because it's the healer, it's like the easy healer, and it makes the early part of the game much easier. Wait, so did I get... Okay, okay. That's cool.
This isn't the way to our destination, but I presume you've a new one in mind. Lead on.
The Arisen is capricious indeed.
No, we do need to get
Don't despair.
to the place,
We
though.
shall count upon your guidance when the time comes.
Yeah, the game... So I tested the game on the 7950X 3D yesterday. The previous stream was on the X3D, because I was curious to know how it runs on X3D. Yeah, X3D is probably the best way to play the game right now. Like, irrespective of GPU, because the GPU doesn't really matter too much.
That is most fortuitous.
The GPU only matters based off of the monitor resolution that you're playing the game at. As long as the GPU is appropriately sized, it's fine.
So, we better go to flame room. Harding had the same spell and was overhaul our foes without a sign of magic.
Wait, there's a griffin? Wait, there's a griffin up there. I don't know if do we want to fight this griffin? That's a huge bird. Wait, there's like another... I don't know if this is a good idea. I don't know if I want to get involved in that. Yeah, let that griffin fly off. Somebody's pawn died. This goblin like flew right into my flamethrower.
I'll be feeling the
Which GPU are you running?
for some time yet.
Oh, I'm running the exact same GPU, dude. We're playing on the exact same specs, except you're running on X3D. Yeah, this is on, we are playing the, well, okay, the title of the video literally states what we're using, so I don't need to go over that. But yeah, the GPU doesn't matter as long as it's appropriately sized for the resolution. Because RE Engine, I mean, literally, if you have a GPU that can run Resident Evil 4 maxed out, it'll behave the exact same way in this game. The only difference is the CPU. This game is all about CPU. Like, this is the most CPU bottlenecked game to release this year.
Master,
I think it's pretty obvious that this game wins the award for most CPU demanding game of the year. It dethroned Star Wars Jedi Survivor, because that was the previous game from last year. That was the most CPU bound single player game. Alright, let me test some of these spells. What else we got? Thunder Mine. Yeah, let's try some Thunder Mines. The Salamander. How does that work?
Good enough.
Well done.
and here I was hoping for some great treasure. Now I feel a fool.
Someone tossed that hog
Treasures round every corner.
like it was a feather or something. That thing flew.
Looking to make a purchase?
Oh, she sells some pretty good rare stuff down here.
Hope to see you again.
Taking 2 hours. The Last of Us Part 1 Day 1 Edition makes this game look easy to run on the CPU. I don't think so. I don't agree. This game is much harder CPU-wise compared to The Last of Us Part 1. Last of Us Part 1 runs fine. Like, any 16 core, it's fine. It's because... Yeah, no. This game's, like, way harder to run. This game has over 1,000 NPCs. That's the reason why this game is like the hardest game to run on CPU. Because the CPU has to do so much stuff. Like there's the AI for the pawn system. There's all these NPCs. There's all there's the time of day thing. The fact that every NPC is running on a lot of timers. Then you have like this type of stuff happening. Where the pathing gets messed up for the pawns sometimes. You saw people on Steam giving it bad reviews because it runs at 30 on the that. They didn't pay attention when the devs say. Yeah, the Zen 3 cannot hit 60 FPS in this game consistently. I tested the game on a 5800X yesterday, and I mean, it's fine. It doesn't matter, guys, because it's like, you have to think of it like you're playing an MMO. MMOs are always CPU bound in the cities. The only time it's a problem is in the city. Like, if out in the field, like right here, it's not a problem. Ooh, we found a campsite.
A decent spot to make camp, assuming there are no monsters about.
A chance to recover our strength would be most welcome.
These guys are complaining. Like, these guys don't need to rest right now. Let's go. We barely did anything so far. We need to go and find that quest. Oh, I need to lower the equipment load. All of this dried stuff. It doesn't go over 40 on the 5800X 3D. I can believe that. The recommended CPU is that. How should CPUs fit? Well, recommended for 30 FPS. Did they say 60 FPS? I think they said 30 FPS, because if you look up the thing, it says 2160p 2160i at 30 FPS. So all of Capcom's, see, the thing is, people did not understand what Capcom said. Capcom was very clear in their requirements. They said 30 FPS. 30 FPS interlaced resolution. They never said 60 FPS. So all the people complaining about, like, oh, it's not 60 FPS, they don't know what they're talking about. They have the wrong, they're just going into it with the wrong mindset. That's all I have to say to those people. They're completely wrong. They sound like idiots. Anyway, we picked up all this stuff, so I guess I'm gonna have to have her carry that. And probably that. The 5800X3D is over double the performance of the 36. Yeah, it doesn't really matter, because the problem is the thread counts aren't high enough to deal with the sheer number of NPCs. Look, okay, right now, you guys want to see something? Hold up. Let me show you guys something. Task manager. If that will show. Why is that not showing? Was that the wrong one? Why is that a black screen? Hold on. Why is it not capturing it? Oh, because it's using the old style. There we go. Alright, look at this. This is how it. This is Threadripper running Dragon's Dogma 2 right now. Count the number of threads that is actually in use, and you can see how much CPU this game requires to run decently. So the top, look, what is that? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26. I'm counting about like 20 to 26, anywhere from 20 to 26 threads. The 5800X3D doesn't have that many threads. So, now the thing is, I tested this with the 7950X3D, and with the 7950X3D, I tested two different scenarios. I tested game mode off, so it would ramp up to like, oh man, the Griffin, get away, get away, get away. I don't want to fight that thing while we're talking about CPU bottleneck. The Griffin's like, okay, run for your lives. We're not fighting that thing when we're talking about like CPU bottlenecks. Speaking of the CPU and timers and events and stuff, we need to hide. Get off the rook. Get away from that thing. Get away from that thing. Don't look at me. Okay, anyway, as I was saying, the that thing almost gave me a heart attack. Okay, the what is she shooting at? What are you doing? I keep getting interrupted by people like NPCs in the game and timed events happening. Okay, so I tested 750X3D. I tested game mode on, game mode off. Game mode on pushes the game onto the 3D Vcache. Basically, the 7950X3D in game mode runs this game exactly the same as the 7800X3D, with the added benefit of slightly higher boost clocks. So technically the 750X3D outperforms the 7800X3D in this specific game because of the higher boost clock in game mode. When I turn off game mode, the 7950X3D then starts to try to just like throw the threads everywhere, kind of like what you guys are seeing with Threadripper. So, but the performance is about the same, which kind of indicates to me that the 3D Vcache, it only results in a moderate boost. It's not a massive improvement, and that's just because there's just way too many, I guess, there's just way too many things that the CPU is having to do randomly that maybe the Vcache doesn't really benefit from too much. And that's the reason why the 5800X3D doesn't really do significantly better in this game than the 5800X. So, because its IPC is not as good as the Zen 4. I don't know. The other thing, too, you guys have to remember, 5800X3D is also on DDR4, whereas the 7800X3D is on DDR5. So maybe the added memory bandwidth of DDR5 is also helping in that regard, because there is a significant difference between Zen 3 and Zen 4 in this one game, regardless of whether we're talking about X3D or not. The cold fact is that Zen 4 is way better at handling this game than Zen 3, and I don't know if that's it's got to be all of the above. It's got to be better memory bandwidth because of DDR5 and better IPC and higher clock speeds, significantly higher clock speeds than what Zen 3 offered. And I think that all of that stuff is what makes Zen 4 better at handling this game. Oh, you guys didn't even really see the Griffin because the task manager was in the way. But yeah, we are using the Intel Arc A770 to encode the game. In fact, where is the video processing? I don't know why it says decode, because it's also encoding. But Windows 11 is kind of dumb when it comes to showcasing this. Windows 10 was a lot better at showing the video encoding. The problem is when you have dual GPU. See, video codec engine. Video codec engine, this is the AMD AV1 HEVC. Yeah, Windows 11 is garbage in terms of the task manager, because Windows 10 showed me my dual encoders. It showed video codec 1 and video codec 0. This just combines them into video codec engine. There's no drop down for the other one. But we're not using the Radeon to actually do the video encoding. We're using Intel to do the video encoding on the A770. I mean, I could have the Radeon do everything, but I might as well just because I have the A770 in here, give it a purpose, give it a reason to exist in this Threadripper machine, so we're going to have it do the AV1 encoding. But yeah, so we got dual GPUs, and then we've got like 48 threads to throw at this game. So that's the reason why it doesn't really do better than X3D. I think X3D is still better for this game. I think, like, if you want to play this game, X3D is going to give you the best experience, especially because this type of game, you tend to play this game for many, many hours at a time, and X3D uses the least amount of electricity, so it's the most efficient one. Does 50 to 80 in the city and 100 to 20 outside the city. Yeah, see, that's a lot better than the... Yeah, that's what I was seeing on mine yesterday, on the 7950 X3D. So the... I don't know about 100 to 120 outside, though. I think that's very subjective, because I didn't see it that high all the time outside. Depends on where you are, though. But yeah, there's a lot of people complaining about the game's performance. Alright, the Griffin tends to patrol this area. Hold on, we need to go here. We've wasted so much of the day standing around talking about CPU stuff. What is that? A Cyclops? I do need to fight a Minotaur. I do need to fight a Minotaur to upgrade my Sorcerer's Staff.
Let us proceed to the next location.
Wait, why is he making us go back this way?
On to the nearest location. The soldiers delivering freight were last espied near Vermin's eastern edge. That's not far from here.
Alright, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's try the salamander.
Look out, we're under attack.
Knock him down. Knock him down like the Tekken Tag 2 Snoop Dogg song. Knock him down. Pull him, Kai. Get him. Yeah. Let's try this. Let's try the ice. Bam! Get him, boys. Uh-oh. 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 I don't know what he's aiming at. Burn his legs. He's almost dead. Get him. Got him.
Recklessness has done them no favors. They ought to have conserved their strength.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall. You're like to grow overburdened if you keep picking up every little trinket you find.
Yeah, here, you know what? Rugged bone. Let some of these characters carry some of this stuff. I'll keep that. Soundtrack's amazing when in battle, yeah. Yeah, the game has it has a good soundtrack. It's good. I do like Final Fantasy VII's soundtrack more.
What could yon chest be hiding? I must know.
Not all chests contain treasure, you know.
What, there's enemies? Oh, there's enemies. Oh. Wait, what? Random bandits? First goblins, now bandits?
I've got a good feeling about this one.
Ooh, a camping kit. Now I'm on very heavy though. So wait. Huh. Wait, she has 2 camping kits. Combine into this. We don't have any archers, so the arrow stuff doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna have to give all the meat stuff. We're probably gonna have to camp soon anyway. And then I'll have to take one of these. One. Oh, I guess I'm just gonna be on heavy. Whatever.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here.
There's like so much loot around here. Hope we can find a campsite soon.
The sun's light
You can give the camp gear to your main pawn and still use
She'll
it.
have to be all
No, I know.
vigilant.
Might have to do that actually. What is that? That's a new thing. It's like a tree goblin or something. Now I'm on very heavy. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to hand some of this stuff over to them. You can have these, I guess, to cure the status effects.
Over so soon? Why, we seem to have come through unscathed.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
How might we approach yon spire?
Shall we search for a path to lead us to it?
Protect the shipment! Steel yourself! Cut the fiends down! Don't let them touch the shipment!
How did this happen? We must expect the cargo. They're a tenacious lot.
What is that?
Our task is complete.
I like that.
Ooh, and there's a campsite right next to it. That's good. That's convenient.
I thank you for coming to our aid. That was a tight spot you saved us from. And what luck! Nary a scratch on the wares to show for it.
Oh, I need more of these. These are good.
Over here, if you would.
Wait, what is he? Oh, he's trying to make us go to the other one?
Did anyone else see that? Ort catches the light.
We ought to take a closer look.
What's he referring to? I don't know what he's referring to. Let's rest because it's getting dark.
We've come to reclaim armaments abandoned on previous monster culling. These roads have grown ever more perilous this past half a year. There's even been tell of banditry near the border. If your journey takes you there, you do well to stay on your guard.
We have found a material.
I was sure we were to meet an early end. Fortunate we are that you should find us when you did. My humblest thanks, sir.
Alright, well that got rid of the weight problems. Oh wait, we can't use items while we're resting? Huh? Oh, we need to cook.
You'd best return to the city for now. We'll sort things out here before venturing back.
Sometimes the... Hold on, this one... They all... Oh, this one does 4. Beef steak. Let's go with this big buff. Let's go with the big buff. The plus, 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 plus. Let's go plus, 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 plus.
What say we get some rest? I'm not sure I can face a trek with my belly so full.
Status still heavy? She's carrying the camping thing. Oh, I have one of these. Wait, there were 3? There were 3 camping things then. Oh, now we're both heavy. That didn't fix the problem. I have 11 of these. I should probably distribute these, because I have so many of them. Oh well, it doesn't really matter. Alright, well, I'm gonna take a quick break. Be right back. Okay. Yeah, the game has a really good sense of scale. Like it does make you feel like you're in a really large game world.
Get anywhere if all we do is rest.
'Tis well to be prepared.
And I think part of that is because there's no easily available fast travel, at least in the early game. Hold on, what is this? Oh, there's a Minotaur who's getting beat up.
Freshly rested as we are.
Yeah, we got all the big buffs. We got all the big buffs. All those photon cannons. I got lots of photon cannons. What happened? Oh, he like tried to shove me or something? Oh, I need to kill this thing too, because I need this thing for my sorcerer. Get him. Alright, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do salamander on him. Big damage. Get him. It's like the Balrog in Lord of the Rings. That's what it makes you think of. There's some other characters here that are helping fight this thing, actually. This will be the first Minotaur enemy that I've killed. We got actual. There's NPCs helping though. There's NPCs that are also helping. There. Man, that was awesome. Minotaur Horns 3. Yeah, now I can level up my sorcerer weapon. Very heavy. Alright, and then I'm going to have to give these things to... I don't even know what the rotten stuff is good for. Like, is that even useful? All the fish. I know what the meat's useful.
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my specialty.
Level 15. You know, I noticed there's not a lot of people... There's not a lot of pawns that are the thief type. Like, one of the first pawns that I hired was a thief. But since then, I haven't really used them, so I'm level 15.
I don't know about you, Master, but I'm worn out. Mightn't we have a rest before pressing on?
Methinks there are rare materials to be found hereabouts.
Well spotted. Shall we see what we can find?
We need to go do the other part of this. This quest line, which is all the way on the other side, on the western side. But first I need to go back to the town and level up the weapon. Heavy status. Alright, let's head back.
A treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
A treasure chest. Is it up here?
I do so enjoy the smell of the forest.
Best be on your guard. A monster might be stalking us as we speak.
Right you are.
It's good materials over here. Where's that treasure chest? Oh, okay. That's how you get to it.
Your ability to trip over nothing.
Never a gift of fire. Mind you don't burn your fingers.
2,000. Alright, let's head back. Am I going the right way? Yeah. Probably try a different road to see if that avoids the griffin. There's the camp over there. Is that the camp that we stayed at? No, that's a different one. Oh, this can summon pawns? I thought it was one of those partial rift things.
It is no more or less than what one might have expected.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
I see these, I use these. Has a very Lord of the Rings vibe to it, this Dragon's Dogma game.
Tis a glad day for the rest of us.
Try not to get hit. Let's do that.
Pew, 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 pew. I kind of want to play as warrior, just because I like how the warrior can literally just impale something and just run it like all the way to a tree or something. What is making that noise?
We could move this boulder if we work together.
I say we give it a push and see what happens.
I think there's an enemy like stuck inside the... Oh, never mind. See, look, you can do this too. Wait, oh, that died. It died as I tried to pick it up. Goodbye.
Listen, you are full of surprises. I look forward to informing my own master of that strategy. Unbelievable.
Oh, there's a lot down there. Oh, there's a treasure chest down there. I got an idea. Oh, I missed.
Ensure your next attack is no less purposeful.
Elemental magic.
Oh! He did like a Dragoon's jump attack on me.
I did my best to match your skill, Master.
It looks like there's a camp on the other side. Is it? Can we cross here? Ooh, we can cross on this.
I must ask you to refrain from charging off. Teamwork is the thrust of our
Cut that tail off.
Quickly, Arisen. You must regain your footing.
He's gonna try to... Oh, he's gonna poison. Who's poisoned? There was another one over here. Oh, it's a dead one. That other group must have killed it. Ooh. This could be good for upgrades. This game nails the sense of exploration that these type of games should have.
This material is just what we need to better our equipment.
We shall have to find a use for it.
Surely not.
Let me see, am I very heavy now from carrying all this stuff? Not quite. Well, there's more of those. Did I put to sleep, or what happened? Thing got, like, shredded. Alright, now I'm on very heavy status. Oh, and she's poisoned. Who has the cure for that? There. Wait, she has some... What is that status effect? No, it's fixed. It was fixed. Yeah. That was pretty dumb of that thing. The harpy who stupidly attacked like that. What did it think was going to happen?
Just a moment.
Oh, she got poisoned again? Alright, let's get back to the town. We're not too far. Should be able to get back before nightfall. I think this is the way up.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Wait, what's that? What's that giant, like, tower-looking thing? What is that? I don't think we want to fight that. Hold on, let's,
My magics are at your disposal.
We will die from that height. So this is not the right way.
I don't much fancy.
Looks like there's even like a cave over there.
Let us proceed with due caution.
Someone saw fit to camp here with me.
Surely your rest can wait till after we've examined our surroundings.
With this, my magics are yours to wield.
I might need this for something else. That can be used for armor upgrades. Or weapon upgrades. I guess the fastest road is this
Hang in
one.
there, master. I am coming to assist.
Everyone has their own reasons for doing battle, but knowing that doesn't make it any easier to join the fray. That's just what I was thinking.
What is this? What is that? Man, the inventory management system is the
I can't wait to find out what's inside.
huh. What's down here?
It's always daunting to venture into the unknown.
Spirit's Path?
Surely naught is beyond our combined experience.
I don't know if we should go down here right now. Yeah, we're not gonna do this right now because we don't have like I have way too much gear or like stuff that I need to turn in. Need to get on the road.
Band has come to feel like a family.
'Tis well to have comrades one can trust.
Oh, very heavy. Oh, great. They'll have to carry all, like, the fish and stuff until we get back. In fact... There.
I'll just pick this up.
I seem to recall there being a treasure chest in this area when I explored it in other worlds. Shall I lead the way?
A ruined settlement.
Follow me then, unless you doubt my sense of direction. Here at last.
Let us proceed to the next location.
What the?
It would be most efficient to make our
What?
first destination first. This makes the half village sound good. It's not far from here.
We walked in on somebody that was sleeping or something.
Whoever said foraging was unseemly never knew a day of hard travel.
I'd not say no to a bite myself.
We're kind of on the outskirts now. So there should be a way... Oh. we're just like walking in. This is like so rude.
Over here, if you please.
Oh, it's Seeker's Token. Alright, it was totally worth coming here now.
You are mighty indeed, Arisen.
Well, I don't think this... We're gonna have to go up. Oh, there's a path on the other side of the village. As long as I don't take any more detours, I think we should be able to make it back before nightfall. You're too far away to pass anything on. Wait, don't combine anything. I want her to just give this stuff to Kai. There.
Uh-oh. Perhaps it's time I started taking this seriously.
Do you mean to suggest you've only been...
Good for you. At least one of us is having fun. Pray, slow your feet. You run too fast for the likes of me.
No time to catch your breath. Try to keep up.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few.
Would you care to behold a forgotten riftstone as yet undiscovered in this world? Then follow me. Tisn't far.
A
It shall
riftstone.
lead us to our destination, so do try not to rush ahead.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
Just leading us to a riftstone? I hope it's not too far away. This is going in the wrong direction.
Oxen are to be found here, of all places.
They are endearing creatures, compared to the monsters we oft face.
Alright, now it's getting too dark. We need to go back.
So, we finally arrived. I thought we'd never make it.
Onward. Our work is not yet done. It would be most efficient to make for our nearest destination first.
What? What is this? Oh, now we have to fight ghosts? What was that? So wait, the Riftstone had, like, ghosts in it?
Take this. 'Tis something I found. I wanted you to have it.
Miasmite. I don't know what that was. So Riftstones don't always have, like, summons in them? They might have bad stuff. That's cool.
Over here, if you would.
Why is he telling me to go over here? Where are we going now? Oh, he just wanted us to go that way. No, we're not going there, Kai. Kai wants us to go do the other thing. No, 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 no. We're going back to the town.
I see you cannot manage without me for a moment, Arisen.
If we are to break it, it shan't be from this side.
I understand.
I've just remembered. There was another matter we were to attend to hereabouts. Was there not?
We shall have to decide which is the most pressing. We cannot do everything at once.
Let's do this one.
A full week has passed since Sir Mildred set off. I suppose 'tis time we vacated her dwelling. Follow me. I will guide you to the location.
Well, now, isn't this lucky? Someone who knows the way.
We have arrived.
Good tidings, friend. How, as for me, I made the most of my week-long sojourn. One might even say I enjoyed myself overmuch. You see, I grew so fond of the destination my feet carried me off to, methinks I should like to live there. And that's when I thought, mayhap you've grown just as fond of this dwelling. Fond enough to purchase it from me? I can't just give it to you, mind. I've my relocation costs to consider, but I'd sell it to you cheap as I can afford. Well, friend, what say you?
20,000? I mean, do I really need that? Well, okay, we'll get it. Whatever.
Much obliged, friend. I hope you're as pleased with our deal as I am. Suppose I'd best be off.
I got an achievement. A house in this economy? That's what the name of the achievement was. Okay. You purchased the dwelling. Okay, we are going to deposit all of, well, okay, not the fruits. All these things. I really don't know what to do with those books. And this stuff, like, I don't even know what the Jasper is good for. I need to go turn these in. What is this? Plumed cap? Courtly tunic? Where'd I get that? I don't even know where I got that from. Courtly must have looted that from somewhere. Didn't even know I looted, like, gear. Wow. Where is my pawn?
Tell is, Vermund was once a beast-ring kingdom.
Fascinating.
Indeed, though 'tis not widely known among the common folk.
And also one of these can be deposited. There, that fixed that problem. I know, I don't need to... Why am I with... Okay, this stuff's going to... This meat is going to, like, go bad, right? Like, what is the rotten meat good for? I don't even know what that's good for. I don't know if it's worth, like, keeping that in there. He has a pretty good sword. Alright, now what happens? Let's try to upgrade... Try to upgrade the gear, the staff.
There's a ladder here.
After you, Arisen.
Are you in the market for something in particular?
Yeah, see, I needed that Minotaur horn. Miasmite. Oh, okay. That was from the ghosts. Wait, these things are in my inventory? Cinnamon bark. Wait a minute. The rabbit pelt can be used for the weapon. I'd rather upgrade the weapon.
Do come again.
Combine. Get one of those. And then I guess I'll just use these on a bunch of flowers. What's that for? Oh, that's for a gift? I wonder if it's used for other things, though. Use recipe. Miracle Robin. Okay. New liquor. Okay. Interesting. New liquor. What is that for? It grants the drinker a temporary burst of vigor, but is also said to cause side effects. She's holding on to a lot of fish. Oh, I'm assuming... Oh no, Kai has the fish. Assuming the fish will rot over time. One thing I don't fully understand about this game is, like, how often do you want to swap out the pawns that you're using with other pawns? Because I know they don't really level up. Like, Kai is only level 8. But this pawn has proven to be very useful. Seems to know where a lot of stuff is. And he's a warrior. He's got a lot of HP for a level 8. Anyway, I think that's probably going to be it for this stream. Hold on, let me see. So yeah, I just have to do that, and then these. I still don't understand the beggar's tail, like why that's stuck like that. Trial of Archery, that might be kind of like a major quest, that's why it doesn't seem like it has any sort of hand symbol or anything. I'm going to have to figure out what the hand symbols mean.
Getting proper rest is an important duty.
A good sleep does wonders.
Off we go then.
A new day, a new perspective.
Anyway, that's going to be it for this stream, so... Oh wait, there's this guy again. Still don't understand, like, how to do that quest. Anyway. Yeah, that's Dragon's Dogma 2. I may stream it again this evening, or it might be like a mix of that and Horizon Forbidden West, or Rise of the Ronin. So anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in for the Threadripper stream. So the game, I think the game, it's even despite the CPU bottlenecks in the city, and even in parts of the open world, I think the game is still really good. It's just it's one of those games where, despite its technical flaws, the pros of the game outweigh the cons. So that's going to be it. I will probably be on later this evening. So if you are new to the channel and you like this sort of analytical look at performance in terms of the gaming side, not so much the game itself, but I do like the game a lot, feel free to subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you guys next time. Thanks.